Good morning, I'm Neva Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Friday, 26th of July. In this update, Joe Alay and Aaron Gate have been confirmed as the athletes who will lead New Zealand at tomorrow morning's Olympics opening ceremony in Paris. The sailing athlete and track cyclist have been formally announced at a ceremony this morning. Alay is a two-time Olympian who won gold at London 2012 and silver in Rio 2016, while Gate won bronze at London 2012 and is now a four-time Olympian. New Zealand Olympic Committee Chief Executive Nikki Nicol says it's a well-deserved honour.
They're both amazing athletes, two amazing people who will represent New Zealand with huge pride.
Winter illnesses and COVID-19 are filling up our hospitals. ESR data shows the biggest single-week spike in hospitalisations in Auckland for serious acute respiratory illness since 2015. Health New Zealand says that's likely to be the case in other parts of the country. Otago University Professor of Public Health Michael Baker says it's being caused by a perfect storm of disease behaviour. And he says we have a bad flu year, the usual RSV infections and a new wave of COVID-19 infections. Meanwhile, the stagnating bowel cancer screening rollout is concerning some in the health sector. More than 2 million home screening kits have been distributed, detecting almost 2,500 cancers. However, Bowel Cancer New Zealand medical advisor Professor Sue Kringle says the rollout for Māori and Pasifika from 50 years has only reached 3 districts in the past 18 months.
In the regions where it's not available, there will be some Māori people whose bowel cancer will be diagnosed later.
Praise for the government over its action at a Trans-Tasman food safety meeting. Ministers from Australia and New Zealand met yesterday to discuss a controversial proposal to overhaul regulation of infant formula. It's understood Food Safety Minister Andrew Hoggart is opting out of the proposal after a failed bid to have it reviewed. Infant Nutrition Council Chief Executive Jonathan Chu backs the decision.
They listened to industry and took our concerns seriously and tried to get the review, and because they were unsuccessful in convincing the Australians, are now looking to go their own way.
Nelson's disabled community says a proposed sandwich board ban is a step in the right direction. The City Council's looking at banning the signs and changing the rules, so businesses require a resource consent to put one in a public place. Retailers say it will be damaging to the already struggling CBD. Local CCS Disability Action Chair Elizabeth Peroni says signs make footpaths hazardous for people with disabilities and the elderly.
Between 2013 and 2043, the numbers of Nelson residents aged 65 and over is projected to more than double.
In sport, Canada have beaten New Zealand 2-1 in their women's Olympic football fixture. The match was much anticipated after Canada had been found guilty of spying via drone in the build-up. In the men's sevens at Stade de France, New Zealand have reached the quarterfinals unbeaten after defeating Ireland 14-12 in pool play. Some women's skateboarders have literally demonstrated their street savvy in the build-up. A bus failed to collect them from training, so they skated back along the Parisian boulevards to the athletes' village. I'm Neva Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.